Welcome to press conference number 2 following the first game of the NCAA Division II Southeast Super Regional hosted by the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega, Georgia. We're now joined by the winning team head coach Ted Evans as well as pitcher Olivia McLemore and designated hitter Lacey Walker. Coach, if you don't mind, open today's press conference with just some general thoughts about today's game.
Well, first of all, I thought it was a very good game, well played all the way around. I said to my players before we got off the bus today that this is two good teams playing, and every little thing's going to count. When it plays the best, it's going to come out ahead, and we just happened to get that key hit today, and so we were thrilled to come out with a victory. We know that when we play North Georgia, you're playing the best, so it's exciting.
A follow-up question to that, that's the third game that we've played this year, and it seems like we've played a lot of innings with a lot of extra softball, and there's such a small margin for error, especially in the playoffs now.
Right.
Talk about coaching your team when they're in a game where there is such a small margin for error.
Well, today I think we realized that they have a lot of different kinds of hitters. Not only do they have good hitters, but they have different kinds of hitters, and it makes it really tough on the defense. We have a good defense, but we have to really make some adjustments. And we were moving people around and trying to guess. Sometimes we guessed right, and sometimes we didn't. But their team, the North Georgia team, is just. I mean, first of all, Mike Davenport's widely considered one of the best coaches in the nation, and you can tell by his teams, they are so disciplined. They just don't beat themselves. And so it was tough all the way around. It's like you're on pins and needles the whole time.
Jordan Hill, UNG Athletics. My question's for Lacey. Your home run in the top of the 8 made the difference. Just talk about your approach and what you were looking for.
Well, as my previous at-bats, she kept throwing me change-ups, and curveballs. I kind of was going for the outside pitch because I can actually drive that a little bit better, and that's really what I was going for on this last at bat. Yeah, she got me the first 2 times, but it was just a different approach is what I was going at.
And Olivia, you pitched very well today. Flirted with a no-hitter for I believe 5 innings. Just talk about what you were feeling going into this game and how you were able to play.
Thank you. I was nervous because last time I played them, they got up 6 runs in like the second inning on me, so I was nervous going into it. But then I knew once we got the first inning out of the way that everything was going to be good because we got 3 down and we were solid.
Greg Glenn and Dahlonega Nugget. My first question is for you, Coach. You mentioned the changing around of your defense and putting them in different spots. North Georgia hit to those spots really hard a bunch of times, and your defense came up. Is it something that you work on super hard because your players look like unstoppable on defense today? So is defense a main priority for the team?
Well, I think we're kind of known for our offense, but we have been a very good defensive team, and we're probably as good a defensive team as I've ever had. But it all goes with the whole game preparation. Today we not only we not only prepared them for position, but we also prepared them because of how we were going to pitch to everybody. So it did change some. The good thing or bad thing is because we play each other so much is we know each other real well, and so sometimes we're just guessing, but we guessed pretty good today.
For Macklemore, 2 hits, came down to the bottom of the 8th. Courtney Poole up, jumped pretty high to catch that first ball and throw her out at first. What were you thinking as that play was going on? Because that really was a big out, followed by a line out to the shortstop. But
First off, I can't really jump, so I was surprised that I got up and caught it. But I caught it, and then when I threw out at first, I was like, okay, we're good. We got the first out. All we got to do is get the next 2. And I felt confident in how I'd been pitching. Like, they had been dribbling out and lining out exactly to my players, like you said. So I felt confident that we were going to get through it. And then when Lex caught that ball, I knew we were good to go.
Final question for Coach. It's a unique situation when you get to the Super Regional like this where you play a single game on Friday where the entire 50-plus games have been either doubleheaders or some sort of tournament format. Talk about now the downtime before a 12 o'clock game tomorrow, and what you're going to preach to your team about putting this behind you and moving forward to a real typical kind of Saturday.
Well, we had the experience last weekend of having similar situations, and so we'll do the same thing. It's this one's done. We bask in the glory for a few minutes, but it's on to the next one, and we are probably a little bit disadvantaged because we really have one proven pitcher, and they have two very good pitchers. North Georgia's pitchers are excellent, so they can handle two games maybe better than we can, but we got a horse over here that we're going to count on.
You did.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate your time tonight.
All right.
Thank you.